Pam pam pa pam. Pom pom pom. Pom pom pom. Pom 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 pom. Ah, it's Monday, yeah? Ah, it's Monday. Ah, it's Monday, it's Monday. Not easy, eh? Not easy. Monday is always a tough day. I know. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, I'm ready. I don't know exactly what we will do, but I'm ready. Bum, bara, bara, bum, bum, bum. I'm ready. Pum, 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 pum. Hello? Oops. Why I'm not there? Now. Hello, 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 everyone. Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome, welcome to another stream of Plane Shift, when we try to make our game better and better. Sometimes we add new bugs, sometimes we fix some bugs. Depends on the day. Hello, Hula, good evening. Good evening. So, what do we do now? We have to finish the quest. Oh my god, doing quest is not very fun. But yeah, in theory, doing quest is not very fun. What did we do? What did we do yesterday? We did the... Let me just review quickly what we did. I think the name of the is still Dungeon Layout. Still Dungeon Layout. It is good to call it Dungeon Layout or not? What did we work on? We worked partially on the quest. I think half of the stream was on the quest. Like 1 hour and a half was on the quest, and then the rest was we created some bones for the creatures, and then we created the icons, right? We created the icons. So yeah. So yesterday's stream we can call it War Smiter's Quest. Yeah, I mean it was the majority of the stream, well actually half of the stream. And today we will see what we do. So we have, in theory we have a lot of things to do, but so the skeletal Quildrake speaking with you, now we have it. The secret passages, we have it. I think I would like to have some puzzles, but do you think we should have a puzzle that can only be solved by multiple people or not? Maybe not. So levers and gates, definitely. We want to have some secret rooms, right? We want to have part of the story being unveiled here as well. So definitely we need to have the books and such. We need to have some of the experiments, right? And I don't know if we want to have a portal to the Death Realm. I mean, that would be kind of fun, actually. Do we want to have a portal to the Death Realm from here? I don't know. I mean, in theory, this is all the stuff that this wizard did was trying to find, you know, a connection with the Death Realm. Maybe it can be a portal to an area that is inside the Death Realm that is closed, right? So that you cannot really, you can only go there and come back. But I think it would be cool. I think it would be very nice to have a portal to a restricted area in the Death Realm, right? We can model there, or we can also model in another place. But I think if we model it there, I think it's better because we already have maybe the geometry. I don't know exactly what we can have there, but there can be some, I don't know, some artifacts, something that you can speak with Dakru, or you can see, maybe you can find the body, you know, you can still find the body of Izashe there, where she died at the end. Do we know how she died? Or not? I don't know if we know. Ah, yes. She was killed by the hero. She was killed by this Kenny Lear. She was killed by the hero. So, in theory, she has been killed in her... she has been killed in her... in her laboratory, right? I still think it would be very nice to have the possibility, I mean, to meet a kind of a spirit, right? But how do we I think it would be nice if we have a way to transform a character into a spirit. No tunes. Now you have tunes. Look at that. Let me see what he's saying. Like the down part of the DR, but outgoing it out after. I think we can have a portal and a back portal. So I think there can be two portals, right? They bring you into the Death Realm. And I think the way we can do it, I think we can do it in an easy way. Well, not super easy, but we can take the portal that we have now, right? Build a different so at the moment we have this, right? We have it blue and we have it whatever, purple, right? I think we can try to make it black. And I don't know if it's really possible, but hopefully it is. I don't know why sometimes it's not, cannot see the freaking thing. Huh? Holy fuck, what is that? Now. I cannot make it black. We can, but it doesn't look very nice. If I go 111, it becomes purple, which is probably the original color. Yeah. Inner energy tint. Inner energy tint. Where is it? I'm just trying a bit randomly. Yeah, something like this. Something like this. Even like this. But I think I like the black. The fact that it's really dark, right? The problem is that we have to create kind of a portal around it, right? So we need to create something maybe made of bones. Hello, Silver Sky. Hey, welcome back. Maybe we need to make something made of bones. I think we can have, yeah, I think a portal to the Death Realm. I mean, a bi-directional, right? Bi-directional portal to the Death Realm, maybe with another laboratory of Izashe that was actually in the Death Realm. That would be very cool. Holy shit. I think it would be nice, but maybe we can do it. You know, maybe we can do it with the Quildrake bones. Maybe we can do it with the Quildrake bones. No. So like we can take the portal. We can take the portal that we have, and I don't know if I want it that big though, because I think the portal that we have is fairly big. I think I would like to have something like a mirror or something like something smaller, right? Use AI for getting some mind boards. Well, I use it as a, yeah, as someone to discuss stuff. Yes. Like if I have an idea, maybe I tell to the AI what it thinks about it and try to extend it or something, right? And in particular, Gemini with visuals is very good. Like this one. I mean, this one obviously is overdone, right? So it makes no sense. But yeah, my idea would be I mean, we should do it different, but we can do something like that, right? Maybe we can do something like that. I think a portal to the Death Realm will be fantastic. Will be like super cool. A temporary one, right? So you go there for some time and not forever. Let me see if I can bring the, wait, where is it? Under things. The portal probably is under buildings. I have no idea. I have to search for it. Portal. I think we made a. We don't have it. Why we don't have it? Ah, magic portal, there it is. I think I found it. What? Yes. I mean, I'm using this only for the proportion, not for anything else. By the way, the shape is very, very nice. I like it. Only for the... Now, this one is fairly big, right? This one is fairly big. I don't know if I want something... I don't know if I want something... So I told him that I want it as a mirror on a table, right? Let's see what it does. But I'm thinking to something smaller, right? That you can warp into it, but you cannot really enter. Maybe you just pass your hand through it, right? And you get transported. No, that's cool as well. It is very nice. It is very nice. I mean, it's not what I want, but I think it's anyway a very cool item. I really like this item. I really like the idea of a mirror that actually has a portal in it, and you put your hand through and it brings you, you know, somewhere else. I think I will use it in my D&D session. But anyway, I asked the mirror on the wall. Can we do it with these bones or no? Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Something like that. Something like that. Where do you think it should be? I mean, it should be a mirror on the wall, or it should just be a real portal, you know, permanent portal with a stand on the ground? Or should it be a smaller item? I think a mirror on the wall would be very nice, but also a full portal would be nice. What about floating skulls and bones around it? Yeah, the problem is that everything that moves, we have to animate it, right? I mean, in theory I can. Because, you know, for the engine, something that is static is basically just a coordinate, and that's it. While something that is moving continuously, like if you have the skulls that are actually rotating around it, at that point would be better to do it with a particle effect, because the particle effect will be disabled server side, right? If we actually have geometry that moves continuously, that basically means asking our server to keep it alive. But we can do it with a particle, I guess. Yes, we can do it with a particle. We can have a particle mesh that is just rotating, right? Just a skull rotating. I mean, that is doable. I think it's not a bad idea. I don't know if the visual effect is too chaotic, right? So if you see a skull rotating continuously, I think it may... I mean, it may look too much. I think it may visually look too much, because you already have the portal rotating, right? If you also have all the bones rotating, I mean, I think it becomes an overload of visuals, right? It may become too much. It may become too much. I mean, we can have a skull in the middle, maybe. Why did I mention us so fucked? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we don't have infinite bones, but we have some bones. The problem will be the resulting... so the question, I guess, is, do we... I mean, let's assume that we do it, right? So that we have a frame of... I mean, a circle of bones, right? We have a circle of bones. We have a circle of bones. I mean, again, this one I think is a bit too big. So my suggestion will be to do it... My suggestion would be to do it like this. So let's keep the inner circle, right? Let's keep the inner circle as our actual perimeter, right? And I mean, it's a bit easy to do the main skull at the top, but I think that probably is what we have to do. And I don't know if I want... I don't know if I want a symmetrical thing or not, right? Because symmetry is nice, but sometimes it's also a bit annoying, right? The problem, I think, is that if we do it so static, I don't know. I'm trying, but I think it may look bad. I mean, it may look bad because it doesn't have a consistency, right? It doesn't have a base that it can rely on, right? It doesn't have a base it can rely on. I think that's the problem. I mean, it will look made of bones, right? It will look made of bones, but it doesn't have a foundation, right? So all these bones are all connected, but if these bones are not connected, right, they are just floating around, I think they may look very fake. Unless, like you said, they are floating somehow, right? That I don't know, actually. I'm just trying kind of randomly at the moment, but trying to understand if we get to something that I actually like or if I get to something that I completely dislike. And probably what I can do, I can just mirror, right? I can just do half of it and then we can just mirror it so that the left and the right are identical. But at the moment, for what I see, I don't know if I really like it. But these small bones, for example, I think are a bit useless, right? I think we should use the add only I mean, yes and no, right? Yes and no, yes and no. Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes and no. I mean, we can still have a metal support. I mean, the problem. I think the problem is the support, right? How to support this truck because this thing will not be there, right? And so if you just do it like this, it looks impossible, right? It doesn't look like it's something, right? While we want this thing to be something, so
This is getting serious.
I think so, yeah. I mean, it's very serious at the moment. It's a portal to the Death Realm, so Portal to the Death Realm is wow, tough. Add more space between the bones, like having less of them. I don't know. I mean, like this. I think I want to have the problem. I don't know why I'm doing the right and not the left, but anyway, it's the same. I fucked up the curve. I fucked up the curve significantly. So I mean, if I make a thing like this, right? That is like the backbone of this, right? Which is basically where all these bones are hanged on. I don't know what to say. But anyway, that. Right? We make that metal. I think metal. Are you trying to make things look real, but they aren't? Portals aren't reals. What do you mean portals aren't reals? I mean, obviously portals are real. I mean, they absolutely are. What do you mean? I mean, I travel through planes every day. I can tell you they're real. Travel through planes, and yeah, they absolutely easy. I mean, apart from the fact that I fucked up some of the elements here, but more Baldur's Gate music. More Baldur's Gate music. Aha. Aha. I don't know, I did it super detailed here and less detailed there. I don't know why, but I think it's okay. I mean, we still making plane shift, right? So it's fine. You're not making GTA 6, I guess. Unfortunately. Now the problem I have... Do I have a problem or not? I don't know. I don't know if I have a problem, but... So if we have something like this, and then we have the portal in the middle. Now the stand, I have no idea how it can be though. Put a I can do it only with in Unreal. I cannot do it in Blender. Things like how we made, what he made, like a backstory. Yeah, we have the whole backstory. I wrote down the backstory. I wrote down the backstory here. We have all the backstory. And now I'm making the pieces based on the backstory. Yes, exactly. Exactly that. Exactly. Exactly that. I have all the backstory. All of it. It's a pretty good one, I think, as well. Now, this piece is rotated super stupid. I think that piece we will have to do something else about it, but... I mean, do you think that this makes sense or no? It may, yeah? This was a completely crazy wizard, by the way. They was seeking immortality, but he couldn't do it. And the immortality, he was seeking the immortality, speaking to the god of death, which is named Dakru in our world, right? So he's a god that is really policing death. I mean, he's the guy that decides about death. Decides if you, when you die, if you stay there or if you go somewhere else, right? You can decide if you really die or not, or if you can go back to the world of the living. One thing I don't like the shape to be so simple on the border, but unfortunately, I mean, we can try to change it, right? We can try to make it more interesting. Like if I take 1 every 2 and I pull it, it basically becomes like the other one, right? But it basically becomes like the other guy somehow, right? You see? It becomes slightly more interesting, right? I guess. I don't know. Nah. Nah. Didn't work. I think like this is a bit too much. I don't know, my feeling is a bit too much. But still, I mean, the pedestal will be the problem. The pedestal will be the problem. Can we reuse any of this? I don't know, maybe we can. Oh. Ah, they were already separated. Actually, not too bad. I'm trying to do something, but I don't know how. No, I will not. I will not do. It will. It will. It will cross the. Yeah. Now, I wanted to scale only the inside. I have to do this. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe no. Maybe it's just a normal pedestal actually. Without those spikes thingies. They were looking a bit weird actually on this one, considering we already have the bones, right? And this will be a black color, right? Maybe two different layers of bones. What do you mean two different layers? Like one on, like two concentrical ones? I still don't like this. I mean, if we do this, we basically make it as the previous one. I mean, it's not exactly as the previous one, but it's like the, I mean, it's very similar to the previous one. It's very similar. But definitely it looks better this way. Cannot do that. Shape design. Shape design, my boys. Just architecture. Here we are in the architecture realm. So we are creating a piece of architecture. Like we do sometimes. Oh wow. Oh wow! We just discovered this! Each face large enough for the bones to be on it. I don't know, I think I like the bones to stick out a bit. I think I like the bones to stick out a bit. Hello Marcelo, long time I don't see you. How are you? Everything okay? Well, I mean, in the limit of the possible, obviously. Nah, this one needs to stay the way it is. Select the edge face, extrude individual, scale or rotate, extrude again. What? Select the edge face, extrude individual, scale, rotate, extrude again. No. Huh? What do you want to? What do you want to do? Select the face. Extrude individual. Scale, rotate. Huh? Huh? I don't know. What do you have in mind? It looks weird. I don't know what you have in mind. What do you have in mind? What do you have in mind? Yeah, we should really work mirror though. I mean, it's really stupid and I'm not using mirror, by the way. It's really stupid. Should really... What the fuck? Yeah, probably because this wall thing is not even centered, right? So that's the problem is that this thing is not even centered and my 3D cursor is not centered, so everything fucks up. My pivot is not centered. I mean, we have a million problems. Okay, now slightly better. I don't know if it looks too much like a Halloween, like an Halloween thingy. And it becomes, you know, and it becomes fake. Yes, a bit. I have to say that it looks a bit like an Halloween thingy, yeah. It looks a bit... I mean, I can go a bit less, right? I think if you go a bit less, it is less kitsch, right? Is less stupid, right? I think maybe I exaggerated a bit more, much on the edge, right? So that it becomes cartoonish because it's too much, right? So it's exaggerated in the spikiness. I mean, I liked it a bit, but I think it's probably too much, right? Like this is more, I think like this is more reasonable, right? I think like this is more reasonable, maybe. Now the problem is, I mean, this would be on a wall or something, right? I don't even know the poly count of this. Holy shit, 38,000. Jesus Christ. Why things are so expensive all the time? Why everything is immediately 38,000, bro? Why? Didn't even touch anything, but I mean, I can probably lower it, right? So this was done for the creature, but if we use it just on this thing, maybe we can scale it down. And I can definitely remove the lower part of the bone because it's not needed. You don't even see it, so who cares about it? We can decimate a bit the thing if we want. I mean, I kept it like this for the creature, but maybe for this thing we can decimate it a bit and go a bit down. I mean, it's a pity, but at the same time, can you select this freaking top face, please? Thank you. Let me just do a brutal test, okay? Let me just do a brutal... No! The mirror. Fuck. So I have to apply the mirror to merge it, huh? Mm-hmm. Guess so. Let me just do a brutal test. I think I never heard this song. What is the portal? Is it under buildings? Yes. It's not here. The mirror inside out, bro. The mirror inside out. Okay. Fuck it. This song sounds like a Tekken 8 song. But it's near Automata, actually. Well, we have some mess up on the materials. Okay, now it's better. Yeah, there were a ton of extra. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the metal is too much. I think the border is probably too big. I think I need to make the border thinner, I guess. But the portal may help that. So we need the other... Holy Jesus, the sides. What happened? No. No. I mean, scales be fucked, huh? Bro, come on. Why? I mean, in theory we can scale it, but I would like to have it correct. Why is so broken? Why is not corresponding to anything that it should correspond to? It is 7 meters by 7 meters. Holy Jesus, 7 meters by 7 meters. Are you serious? What do you mean 7 meters by 7 meters? I think this one was imported probably wrong or what? I don't know, it seems that this one is giant. Trying to understand it, but this one fits into that, which is interesting. Seven meters by 7 meters. Bro, it's insanely big. I mean, it's giant, really. I don't think that in-game is that big. Maybe we scaled it down. I mean, I can scale this as much as I want, right? But the point is if this guy is... I mean, I would like to have it like 3 meters, right? 3 meters, I think is okay. At the moment is 186, so it's 2 meters high. Is 2 meters high is a bit little, I guess. 2 meters high, so let's go 30% more. I don't know if it would be too much though. I mean, the particle we can scale as we wish, so. Now, I don't know if the particle can really stay in front. I don't think it can. Because in theory now it's already in front, but it's not showing in front, right? Because I think the transparency is like fucking up things. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Para-para-param. Just a second. Okay, so I got a ping. I got a ping. I'm back. Doing well. Got advanced. Spent 2 days rotating furniture, putting in tools, bad reverse engineering. Oh, nice. So you're settling. Nice. I don't like the bottom. I mean, I don't like the metal at the bottom. I think the metal here is acceptable. It's probably not the best, but it's acceptable. But the bottom, I think it looks a bit weird. Let me see how it looks compared to. Yeah, here I was doing some. Hair test. I'm trying to change the hair of our characters, but it's not very easy. If I go close, it disappears. Why? Fuck. Why if I go close, it disappears? No! That's pretty bad. Huh? It's not what we want. Why? Is the sides of the is the sides is the bounding box or what? No, because it's still rotating. It's just the angle. Maybe because it's black on black. I don't know. Yeah, you see? As soon as I get here, it disappears. But I don't think it happens with the other portal though. Huh? Jesus, this portal is insanely big. I don't know why. I think it has been modeled wrong from the beginning, but it's fine. I mean, it's definitely too big. Ah, it happens here as well. But does it happen in game as well? I don't know. I mean, it's very strange. Does it happen in game, guys? Do you remember if the portal disappears in game when you go close? I don't think so. I never seen that. Here we are in game. Let me go to a different place. Maybe not here. Let me go here, in the middle of nowhere. What the? Okay, anyway. Here we are really in the middle of nowhere. We are on top of a stalactite in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Fine. Can we drop a portal? Oops. Buildings? No, I think it is called structures. Just to make our life harder, we call them differently. Magic portal. Okay, magic portal. You can drop it. You can drop it. Boom. Actually, it's super big. Now, you see that in game, it doesn't disappear when you go close. When you go very, very close with the camera. So that's the thing. So if the camera goes through, if the camera goes through, then it disappears. But since you never have the camera in first-person view, right? I didn't notice. I mean, you are never like this, right? So, or anyway, you are rarely like this. I don't know why this happens, by the way. But yes, it happens. It happens also on the normal portal. Yes, it does. You have to be very, very close with the camera, and it does that. Okay, so we should not be concerned about this disappearing, I guess. Even if here it looks like it's disappearing way earlier. But anyway, do we like this thing? And this thing looks a bit like a chicken, but do we like this thing? I don't like too much the chicken thing. I don't like too much the chicken thing. The other bones, I don't know, I think they are okay. Do we like it or not? I think so actually. I think I like it so. Now we can change metal maybe, but I'm about to scrap it, my boys. I'm about to scrap it. I don't know. I don't really like it actually. I mean, a bit is also the effect that when you go close it disappears. That makes me mad a bit, but I don't understand why that happens. By the way, I don't understand if it's part of the. So if the particle system bounding box that is wrong or what. It happens here as well, but it happens way when you are way closer, right? When you are basically trespassing, right? When you are, maybe it's the scale. Could be the scale, because the scale in particle effects, right, is fucking up things quite a bit. I've seen that already. No, it's exactly the same. It's like if you are entering is a space, right, and you cannot render anymore this thing, or if this thing goes out of scope, out of vision. But I don't know if we have bounds. I mean, the bounds are giant. Yeah, why the bounds are so giant, by the way? But I don't think it's the bounds, by the way. Oh wow! Now the bounds is super small. Let me see if it makes any difference. I think we broke it now, but because it basically has no bounds. But no, it's the same. As soon as you go close, the center disappears. I mean, it seems to be done by purpose, actually, right? Maybe it was done by purpose, but I don't understand. I mean, they should be coming from the texture, I guess. Like if I put a cube, and I put that texture on, what happens? Oh wow. Yeah, you see, it does the same. It does the same. It does the same. think it is just the panning speed, right? It is the panning speed. So how fast it rotates. So I think that should make zero difference. Use depth fade. Use depth fade. Near fade distance. Here it is. Depth fade distance 350. Can we remove this a second? Thank you. So if we also always multiply by 1, in theory, should never, right? It should never fade. Is this true or not? Nice. It never fades now. It never fades. Yeah, but I think it's done by purpose, right? So it doesn't disappear because otherwise when you cross it, right? They did it by purpose because otherwise when you cross it, it disappears and then you end up on the other side with no effect, right? So I think it was a very cool thing to do that it disappears as you approach, right? It's pretty nice. But yes, we can disable it, right? We can disable it. We can disable it or we can reduce it. We can reduce the... I mean, now I completely destroyed it, right? But we can reduce, for example, now is between 3 meters and 50 centimeters, right? So we can do the opposite. We can do between 80 and 0, right? Maybe. And then between 80 and 0 means that you have to be very close. Right? Yeah, exactly. Very close before it disappears. So I think like this makes way more sense, right? So it looks like you are touching it. And when you touch it, you... I think it probably should even be less than that. I think it should probably be 50, 0. Yeah. Exactly. 50-0 is fantastic. 50-0. I mean, on this one it looks a bit better. I don't know why. It looks like in game the camera calculation, you know, is because you go so close. Probably because it's so big that you go so close. Yeah, probably it's due to the sides. But in theory, I would do it also on this guy. But on this guy, actually looks good as it is. But fine. Okay, anyway, guys, the problem is, do we like this thing or do we want to scratch it? I don't really love it, if you ask me. I don't really love it, if you ask me. Now, do we need something like this in that area? Yes, we do. So... Now we have the problem of the other thing that we destroyed, which was the bounds. How do we set bounds manually? I cannot set the bounds manually. because we broke it. The bounds were correct before, not now. How do I set the bounds manually, boys? Do you know it? Because I have this menu, bounds, but the only thing I can do set fixed bounds, and set fixed bounds is recalculating it like that, right? Should I zoom out? And no, it doesn't make any difference. Maybe I can add something and then we remove it and we set the bounds based on that, because I think it's taking the sides of the SM portal flat. Why setting the fixed bounds as big as that if this is my guy? That is very strange. Doesn't go back. No! He's undoing the material change. No. No. Same portal flat. Wait a second. 1 second, I'm getting pinged on other stuff. Okay, let me ask. Claudia. In Unreal Engine, I have a cascade particle. How do I manually set the bounds of it? I need to set it manually because it's been set. This will auto-calculate. Yes, that I know. To set them manually, go to the detail panel for the particle system with nothing selected in the emitter graphs. Go to the detail. Like this. Okay, I have to click out. Okay. You have to click out. That's very weird. So otherwise you see one of these things, right? You have to click out, and clicking out is actually giving you the bounds. Okay, very nice. Very, very nice. So we go, so this thing is what? Minus 50 then? Yeah, at least. I mean, this thing is always camera facing? No, it's not. Yeah, this seems to be more reasonable. So now when we look up or down, you see we still see it, right? We still see it. Yeah, I like the fade effect. Fade effect is fantastic. I don't know if I like our structure though. Okay. I mean, overall it's not too bad, but I think these chickens are really weird. They don't look like bones enough, right? I mean, they look like bones, but they look like bad. I don't know. I don't like them. I think they look too. I don't know. I don't like them. So maybe what we can do, we can take. I mean, the skull is nice. Let me see if we can somehow, some way make it better, right? Which I don't know actually, but I think I like the skulls. The skulls are nice. Maybe we can even turn them the other way to make them more interesting. Like at least this one can be turned inside out. And probably they are slightly more interesting. Maybe. But these chicken legs, really, I don't like. I really don't like. I prefer to have maybe 1, 2, and 3. No, it is not possible. To have maybe these 3 instead of the chicken legs. No? Obviously. Obviously. Definitely. Maybe we can I think also this ones, you know, exactly straight are pretty bad. I think we need a few more and not straight, right? I think the chicken at the bottom is less annoying than the chicken at the top. But for example, the rotation of this is all wrong, right? I mean, we want it probably this way. Do we want the things to go out or no? I don't know. Maybe. You are very silent, guys. So do you I mean, I need to know if I have to give up this idea. Do I have to give up? I don't know if it's a good idea. I think the idea was interesting, but the result is so-so. The result is so-so. So I don't know. I'm trying to improve it to have less chicken and more meat. No, less chicken and more bones, but I don't know if it's really working. I don't know. Do you think they should be different left to right, or they should be exactly specular? I think exactly specular looks worst. I think if it's not identical, it's better, probably. Even if the mirror was an easy win, but... Mirror was kind of an easy win, but I don't think it's the greatest idea. It looks good for a few seconds, but then when you look at it deeply, you realize it's a full mirror, right? And you go like, what? Okay, everyone went silent now again. We had this moment of communication that lasted few minutes. Well, lasted half an hour, and then you're gone again. Okay. Okay, my boys. Fine. I'm trying to make it a bit different left to right and see if by any chance I like it more. Probably the answer will still be no, but trying. We still have one chicken here. We have one chicken there. And we have the wall guy here. Is it too deep? Maybe it's too deep. Is it too deep? Uh-oh, what happened? Probably better. Okay, let's try like this. But we need to figure out this base color and I think that the stand. Let me separate the stand a second. Let's create another material for the stand and we do some test because. It takes time to do stuff like this. It takes time. Takes time because you need to, test all the ideas and see how it looks. And maybe at the end you don't even like it. Right? At the end you don't even like it, and so you scratch it. So now we should have 3 materials now. No, why we only have 2? Wait. Why? It's impossible. There are 3 materials, bro. Ah, because we didn't associate it to the stand. Yup. I think it's rotated the other way, by the way. Like if you do the base... Uh-oh, the bone became... What? It looks like it's not centered, by the way. The stand, I cannot stand the stand. The stand is very bad. The stand is super bad. I mean, it's bad because he has a kind of a weird shape, which is too fluffy compared to the rest of the portal. I think now the portal is a bit better. I will probably suggest that we actually rotate at least this one also the other way, because I think it looks more of a skeleton if it's empty instead of it's full, right? So I think it looks better when the head is rotated the other way. Except maybe the one at the top that is doing a bit of a raid, like if it is. Also, the other thing I think we can do, considering this will be fairly small. At the moment we are at 29,000 polygons just for this shit. Oh my god. I think we can go down a bit. And would be 0 difference. You will tell me in a second if it's zero difference or not. But now we went down to 15,000, so it's way more manageable in our world. It's basically the same. It's basically the same. We should not. Can keep it like this. It's fine. Okay. I mean, I don't think that this part is super bad, right? I think this part is kind of acceptable. This part, but the stand is really bad. I mean, from the back we will never see it because this will be on a wall, right? So and actually I like the fact that is going a bit over the skeleton, so that is like partially covering them. But the stand is not possible the way it is now. The stand is super bad. I have to do something about it. I don't know why, but I cannot keep it this way. Cannot keep it this way. Cannot keep it this way. almost impossible. Where is the it's like this, right? Okay, so I think that this thing should be way more linear. Way more lean. I mean, lean meaning... Lean meaning... meaning light. I have something in mind, but it's still a bit fuzzy. Still a bit fuzzy. I mean, the whole idea is that this needs to be way more lean and small, right? So that's the thing. So it cannot be a fluffy giant like it was before. Fluffy giant we don't like. Fluffy giant, I think like this will already be better, right? Apart from the fact it doesn't have a bottom, but that I guess we can find a way. Oops. I mean, he's already more reasonable than the fluffy thing before, right? But still, I think that the problem I have is this, right? Yeah, I have an issue here. I mean, I definitely have a problem here. Why this thing is larger than... because the bottom now is fucked up. No! That's okay. Yeah, it's a bit fucked up, but reasonable. Okay, let me try with this stand, right? Let me try with this stand to see if he's... Now, this stand doesn't have any... Now, D... Wait, D... Why... The problem is that I have to merge, right? I have to apply to be able to merge it with the other guy. What is this? Holy moly. I think it's definitely better than this. That I'm sure. Still, it may look wrong, but maybe it's too large. I think at this point could even be made metal. Maybe. If you have any suggestions, guys, of any kind, please let me know. And one suggestion can also be scratch it. But if you have any suggestions of any kind, like don't do this. Let me see if we do it wood, what happens. If we make the top wood, let me see what happens. Looks bad anyway. I think if you make it wood, it looks super cheap, right? Well, if you make it metal, I think it's more in the I mean, it's better. Also because but the bottom, I have no freaking idea really. The bottom, I have no freaking idea. Bottom, I have no freaking. I think it's really bad. I think it's a weird shape with no reason to exist. Probably better. Probably better if this thing is just going down, actually. And it's like an arch that way. I mean, unfortunately, we are coming from a geometry which is like stupid, right? So I know. Coming from a geometry that is like super stupid. It's being created by madmen for sure. What are we doing here? Can you please Control T this thing, please? Thank you. Took a bit, but at the end I think I will just do a... Yeah, I think at the end this is what it will be. getting slightly better, but I mean, I'm basically trying to do a curve that looks a bit more natural and a bit more spiky, right? By the result is still not very nice. I think because I'm missing, because I think the polygons are not really following the shape, right? So I think that's the main issue. That the polygons are not following the shape, and for example, we have, you know, two vertices here that do not correspond to the brothers on the other side, right? And like two here that also do not correspond to their brothers on the other side, or anyway, not enough. Maybe now it's getting a bit more, you know, decent shape. I mean, a normal shape, normalized shape, maybe. Maybe. Bah. 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 The fact that here we have this weird double edge is I mean, we have an edge that arrives here, but it doesn't go until the end, right? Why? I mean, I don't. Yeah, that's probably the main issue now that I see it. So like, I think we are missing, right? We are missing two. Vertex is there. To continue the shape, at least up to here. And here I don't really know what is that. Right, so at least now should be, yeah. Now is more of a reasonable shape now. I don't understand why that is lower than the, because that is too high compared to the. I don't know. Okay, I think we spent enough time on this, guys. We have to move on. So we like it or not. This is what we have, right? And I think this thing is rotated 180, by the way. Okay, the stand is definitely better now. I think now I can digest it. I think now I can digest it. Yeah, yeah. I think now is more reasonable, boys. I think is still a bit clumsy, but I think is more. I think this one I can live with. The one before I couldn't, but this one I think I can live with this. I think I can. I think I can. Zero vertexes. Wow, 41. Okay, I think we have it. May not be the best in the world, but we have it. So this I don't know. It looks a bit like a Halloween Christmas tree, but it looks a bit like a Halloween Easter egg. I don't know, but if you have any ideas how to make it better, please let me know. What the fuck? Can I have this on a white background? No, huh? Because if I hide these things... Well, I think on a black background it works anyway. I mean, I made this in 3D using bones from a creature and a metal frame, but what do you think of it? How can I improve it? I'm still trying to create an image because I think I selected... There is a fantastic concept. Obviously, the AI is always telling you that is, you know, fantastic. The integration of the bones and the saw-toothed metal frame is very creative. Here is the breakdown of what is working well for several specific ways to improve the model. Original concept. The idea is good. Okay, spiky metal structure done with bones is excellent. Okay, structure. The overall oval shape, spiky... Okay, asset type, the inclusion of curved element. Okay. The mirror, the center is deep. Okay. How to improve it? There are a few critical areas to focus on. Take this model. Integration and mounting the bones. Currently the bones look like they're just glued to the surface of the metal. For a more convincing object, they need to look integrated. Add brackets, wire binding, or leather straps that unwrap the bone and connect to the frame. Look at what the AI can say. Is insane, boys. She's actually right in a certain way, right? Add brackets, wire binding, and leather straps around the bone to connect them to the frame. Bone detail. The bones are currently very clean, uniform, and slightly lumpy. They don't look like parts of a specific creature. The dark metal is good, but is currently too smooth and uniform. To improve it, the metal should tell a story. Wear and tear, weathering, metal details. You are right, my friend. The void is very dark. It's a very nice review. It's a very nice review. It's a very nice review. I think I agree to everything that he said. Right? That, yeah, the bones are looking a bit too clean and glued to the thing instead of strapped on. But do we have the time to do it? Probably not. I think we will live with this though. We will live with this. My only question is if the frame is still too heavy. You are so silent that I'm thinking that you really dislike it and you don't want to tell me. No? You really dislike it and you don't want to tell me, huh? Bro, I need to select... So if you make it lighter like this, do you think he is better or is worse? So is it better like this, so with a full frame? Or is it better with a lighter frame like this? Where the bones are basically sticking out. Why if I do individual origins is doing this? That's very weird. I mean, we can try I can save, right, and try one version where this is small, eh? You think it's better or worse? We have a bit of a problem with the portal because now the portal is too small, but we can change that, right? We can make the particle more fat. Yeah. Basically, bring it back to his original shape. Do you prefer it more thin or large? I think I prefer it more thin, actually. Oops. No. I think I did something weird. I mean, it's not very different, right? It's not very different. One is more oval, the other is more I think it's very similar. I think it's very similar. I think we can probably keep the previous one, so at least this one is the right shape. I think I like a bit more the fact that the bones are sticking out instead of... I know, I have to do... Oh shit, I have to do it manually, yeah. Sometimes I press keys that I should not press, but fine. How do I move it? Well, I can just move it like this, I guess. So basically it is more on the inside, right, than on the outside. Is it better or worse? Or is it the same? Shit, mistakes were made. Reset all the materials. No, it's definitely better, the previous version. This one in the middle, even if they are somehow more interesting because they stick out, I think they are. It looks worse. I think we keep this one. I think we keep this one. Yeah. I think we keep this one. Done. That's it. I cannot work anymore on this, boys. We need to move on, and also I'm at the end of my time for today, so we created this thing. You disappear, you all disappeared, so I mean, you are so silent that it's a bit scary, right? So you're basically saying, well, you created something bad, but I don't want to tell you. Okay. Okay. Fine. You could tell me, actually. Okay, so this thing, right? This thing will be inside. Somewhere, right? Somewhere inside. Let me see how it is, and then I go to bed. Let me see how it is. Magic Portal 1. So you say good night, but you don't want to say if you like it or not. Okay. Fuck it. You don't like it then. It will be somewhere in this area. I don't know exactly where yet, right? Probably inside the secret area. Oh wow, it's so small. It will probably be inside the secret area, inside of this. Yeah, it will probably be here. It will probably be exactly here. It is where it will be. Yes. Yes. Okay, we needed to create, I guess, more pieces to populate this laboratory, right? I mean, I can put obviously tables and chairs and shelves, and we have some of that already. But I think we need some special pieces. For example, I think we need some cages, right? Maybe we can reuse the round cages that we have, but make them horizontal. I think we have like this cage. Yeah, exactly. These cages. I think we can put these cages. Maybe we have to change them or not. Nah, maybe we can just cheat and just rotate them, and that's it. But I think we will have cages like this. Yeah, the problem is that they will roll on the floor. Maybe where the quill drakes were kept, right? And maybe we can even have a skeleton of a quill drake, right, inside of this. Right? We could have this guy. Right? We could have this guy inside of this cage somehow, right? Maybe dead. Or maybe you can free the guy. I don't know. We think about it. Yeah, I don't know if this cage is really well. I mean, I think if we cheat and we make it go down a lot, like inside the ground, it will become flat, right? So maybe we can have half of the cage. That could be an idea. So if you use only the upper half, right, it looks like, yeah, something like this. If you use only the upper half of the cage, it may become a cage for this guy. I think this is a good idea. Yes. This is what we will do. Yes. I think it looks decent. Now, it's very dark in here. I think we will have to place some lights. We have to decide which kind of light we will have, right? But yeah, I think we can have few cages like this. That is a good idea. I mean, at the moment it's a bit rotated, but I think it's a good idea. So we can have a cage with a guy inside. Well, with the bone, maybe just with the bones, right? So we can have the bone piles. I think we have the bone piles, which are this. And we can have the bone piles inside, right? Yeah. Now, this probably will be in the main room, so it will be here. I don't know if we will have the... Yeah, this is a great idea, by the way. We need more things like this, right? To populate the room. I've never taken a portal in PS, or at least a new one, that I can say if it's good or bad. Okay. No, but I wanted you to say if this model is okay, right? If it looks like a Christmas tree, or if it looks like a... Now, unfortunately, the bottom is wrong. And the bottom will be like that. I think this cage is very nice. I think if we have a number of cages. I don't actually how it can be opened, but we don't care. If you have a number of cages like this in this other room, I think it will make a bit of an ambience, right? And then we will have a portal, and the portal will bring you to the Death Realm temporarily. I think it will be pretty good. Okay guys, I have to go. Thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow evening, 9:30 p.m. European time as usual. If you want to click follow, that would be nice. And also if you want to subscribe on YouTube. Remember, our game is released. You can download it from our website or from Steam. And yes, I will say bye-bye in front of this portal that just placed, and I have to remember to remove. Bye. See you.